Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Esteemed Gentleman podcast for Monday, September 20th. I'm your host, Scott Labrie, and joined alongside me, we have Uncle Teabag, Tyler Sut.
Hello.
Hello, sir. And
Hello.
we have all day Eric Deshane.
Hello.
How's it going today?
Good.
Good.
That's good.
Lovely. Just thinking about
Good.
Monday.
Nice,
all
easy
day.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So, not really a topic for today. We're just kind of, we had a lazy Sunday, and we're just like,
Let's just shoot the shit.
let's just crawl into this Discord call and just knock one out real quick.
Yep.
See it like that. That
Yep.
doesn't sound too.
Smash it out.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
there's some stuff happening. I guess I was just mentioning to you guys before we started the podcast. Emmys are happening as we speak,
Okay.
and Ted Lasso just cleaning up, up.
F&A.
Really?
They are winning. They pretty much won all of like the comedy actor and actresses awards.
Good. That's a show that deserves it because it's a good show. So it deserves it. It's well written and well produced and acted, and yeah, it's a great show to watch. So yeah, it deserves all that for sure.
Absolutely, and I think the season finale of season 2 is this week, or is it next week? I'm checking right now.
I'll watch it when the whole season's done. Then I'll binge it a whole one night. Then season 1.
11 episodes in season 2. Crazy. Okay, I guess there's 2 more still to go.
That's on Apple to watch
Apple
that?
TV, Apple Plus, Apple TV Plus.
Gotcha.
So wait 2 weeks and spend $10 or whatever. Just binge them all.
Yep.
It's worth the $10.
Yeah.
Might have to. There's another show coming out 22nd or something like that. I can't remember what it is, but it's like a futuristic.
Yeah, that Foundation show.
Foundation.
Oh yeah.
That looks really good. I'm like, ooh.
That might be an interesting one.
Yeah, that looks trippy.
Everything else on there is just kind of like the one that Jason Momoa and.
I see he's using ads for that whatever it's called with Momoa and also is in a few other actors too. But I'm like, okay, it looks all right, but
like everybody in the world's blind, and then they got none of their swords and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how. Whatever. Yeah, how they can like navigate through the woods and stuff and have armies fighting each other when they can't see anything. Like I'm like, I can't get behind this one.
Yeah,
I don't think. And then Dave Bautista's in the next season too. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, Bautista's in it. That's good.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Didn't WandaVision get a whole bunch of awards too? Or was that last year's Emmys?
Last year, wasn't it?
That was last year's. I keep seeing it on my Facebook feed, and I don't know how recent it is. I just keep seeing it.
WandaVision is this year.
No, WandaVision was this year. Last year was Schitt's Creek. That was the one thing I remember with that because that was a big one to win last year. So all the Canadians were going nuts about that one.
Schitt's Creek with Eugene Levy.
Yeah. WandaVision's in like the limited series.
That category. Gotcha.
There won't be a season 2. That's what they said.
It makes sense, yeah. I mean, a lot of those Disney Plus shows, you can't really do more than one seasons if they're framed that way, right? So, like Loki, I'm surprised they're even doing a second season with that. I thought for sure that would only be a one season kind of show like Wanda and Winter Soldier 2. I mean, Falcon and Captain America and Winter Soldier. But that one's going to be a movie instead, right? Not another series. I think that's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next Captain America movie is going to be starring.
It's a movie, not a TV series again with those guys. Okay, yeah. So Loki's only one so far that has another season planned. Everything else is a one season done kind of thing. So yeah.
I like how they have like a guest actor and guest actress category, like just for
a one-off cameo. Yeah. Easy payday, and you can win an award for it. So why the hell not? Yeah.
Right, like Don Cheadle for the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
He was there for 5 minutes.
He was in there for
right.
We have 5 minutes in the first episode, and that's it.
But damn, was he good?
Right, and Timothy Olyphant, I think he would be more because he was in the whole first episode. Like he was one of the main characters. Yeah. So I mean, that's understandable. That's cool.
But then they say Carl Weathers as well for Mandalorian, but like he's a returning character, isn't he? Like he's
in a few episodes.
Yeah,
so
3 of them.
That's kind of weird.
Or 4 of them, something like that.
The second season, I think it's only in a few scenes. Yeah.
That's weird. Emmys are weird.
Yeah, I don't really follow the Emmys or TV too much anymore now.
How many people actually still even watch that?
The Emmys?
The Emmys.
I mean, decent enough, I guess.
I guess they keep doing it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People love award shows, man.
And actors love getting awards
Hollywood
too.
Hollywood loves patting themselves on the back. That's what it's all for, right? So it's all the industry applauding the industry, right? So
and people love Hollywood patting themselves on the back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll tune into it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Jason Sudeikis, he won for lead actor for Ted Lasso.
That's good.
Lovable character. It's good.
Yes. And who is best supporting actor? Brett Goldstein. He plays Roy Kent. Eric. He won for best supporting.
Ooh, what?
Roy Kent in Ted Lasso.
Oh yes, yeah.
The beard guy who swears all
the
the time.
beard guy, the angry soccer player. Yeah, yeah. He's always angry. Yeah.
Yep.
Might have to check that show out.
Yeah, it's great. I like it.
I don't think there's anybody in the world that would dislike that show. I don't think.
Well, I think those who do are looking to like they don't like it because they don't want to like it. They don't want to see for what it is and enjoy it that way. I find.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Tyler, you said that you watched a movie with Leia.
I did.
Just today
went down memory lane.
Yesterday?
Just literally like half an hour ago. Finished watching it. Half an hour, 45 minutes ago, we watched Hercules. And man, there's a lot of sexual innuendos in that movie that I did not catch as a kid. I didn't catch that at all. And then another one too. It's like when Zeus is making fun of Hades, he's like, "Geez, you need to take a day off, Hades. You'll work yourself to death." And he's like, "Work yourself to death? Ha ha ha! I kill myself." And then Hades like, "If only, if only." Oh, holy shit! Didn't pick up on that at all. Yeah, and then when that Pain and whatever, those two little idiot henchmen are like dressed up as the female pony to lure Pegasus to tie him up. Like Pegasus breaks out and starts fighting him, and he's like, "Wait, if it means anything, I was actually kind of attracted to you." I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's awesome though. Like it's funny.
I think that might be my favorite Disney movie.
It's really good. There's not a single lull in that whole movie. And James Woods is fucking phenomenal as Hades. He's so funny. Yeah, the shit that he says too. Yeah, it's good.
You see some of the recordings behind the scenes of them doing the lines, and he's having a blast in the booth doing the Hades lines. Oh, I can just imagine him.
Oh, and then hearing hearing Rip Torn's voices Zeus again. It's like he had such an amazing voice. And then it made me think of Men in Black. Like I want to watch Men in Black again because he's the leader of the Men in Black. I'm like, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Rip Torn, man, he was good.
Mm-hmm.
What a name, hey? Rip Torn.
That can't be his real name, right? Like,
it definitely cannot be his real name.
No.
I have to Google it now. What's his real name?
So I want to ask you, Tyler. Now that Leia's 2, how is she coming to watching movies? Does she sit there and watch the movie, or is she still playing and still doing her own stuff? And
she'll watch. Like if there's something engaging happening, then she'll watch it. But she liked the part at the very beginning where Hercules is just a baby, then Zeus is like, "Oh," and he's like doing the little noises, and then Leia's like, "Oh, cute," and then when he makes Pegasus and gives him to him, and she just loved that whole beginning part. She just loved it. And then once Hades came in and was being all evil, and then she just got up and walked away. I'm like, "Where you go?" She's like, "I don't care."
There's no retention quite yet, right? So she doesn't engage with everything quite yet, but it's the certain colorful things and child things. Yeah. Okay. I was curious about that, how she is for that, and still.
Or unless it's like super juvenile stuff like that Coco Melon. Oh, it's so bad. It's like literally just repetitive songs with the same template for every song. And it's got the camera movements where it's like always swaying left and right, like you're sitting on a boat on the waves. And apparently they do that on purpose because the feeling of motion lulls them to like relax, and like I'm like, it just makes them dizzy probably watching it, and they're just like, "Oh, what's happening?" But yeah, I don't know. But I found Rip Torn's real name. It's Elmore Rual Torn Jr. Rual. Elmore Rual Torn Jr.
Yeah, I'd call myself Rip too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, at what age, like, would you be, comfortable bringing Leia to a theater? You think?
He'd have to be like, he or she would have to be 6 probably.
6.
5 or 6.
Even
5 or
then,
6.
Oh, wow.
even then, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's tough because I know going to the theater with my nephews and nieces when they were really little.
Mm-hmm.
We went to see How to Train Your Dragon, I think it was, and they were good for the first half, and then they were getting up and like walking around, and then like they stand in front of me and be like, "I'm like, what are you doing? Sit down. Get out of my face. What are you doing?" Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it's tough. But some kids are just naturally just chill. They'll sit there and watch it, and other kids are just like half and half, and then others are
Yeah.
just nuts. Like Leia, she just goes nuts.
Right.
But
I
yeah,
guess you
she's
have to
getting
do
a little
some,
bit better.
trial runs at home. It's like, all right, if you can sit and watch 5 movies without like getting up and playing or something, then
Right.
then we'll
Right.
try it.
Yeah, once she can coherently understand what you're telling her, like, hey,
I
we're gonna
guess,
sit down, we're gonna watch a movie and relax, okay? And
Mm-hmm.
then if you get up and leave, we're shutting it off and you're going to bed. Like, just threaten them, like, we're done. So, yeah, but yeah, it has to be very sensory oriented, like lots of shit happening,
Hmm.
funny parts and baby parts.
Kids
Then
movie
she'll sit
shit,
and
man.
watch. Yeah, kids movie garbage, yeah, that stuff.
Sure.
So, but
That's the
yeah,
one thing
Hercules.
I find too now with movies aimed at kids nowadays too. They're very fast paced. They're never like slower tempo. They're all really fast animation, fast action, fast things moving by, and very quick, right? Because I watched
Yep.
Boss Baby with my nephew a couple weeks ago at my sister's place, and that too was like holy, like stay still for like 5 seconds and just take something in. But no, it's next, go as fast, quick, go. It's like
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
but it makes sense because with the attention deficit that kids have nowadays, you have to do that, otherwise they won't be watching. So yeah, it's sad but true.
Yeah, they won't sit through like I remember being a kid too, watching movies with my
Mhm.
parents. Like, oh, we're watching an R-rated movie, but it's like all they do is talk and they swear, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, this is boring. Where's
Mhm.
the violence, the action? We need stuff to happen,
Yeah, you
right?
need to stuff happening. Yeah, so
So I'm slowly, as I get older, appreciating a good story, but I still appreciate like, okay, come on, skip this part. I get
yeah,
it. She's the love interest.
skip ahead. Yeah,
Okay, we got the connection. Cool. Let's get to the
yeah.
gore. Let's go. Let's get crazy.
Mhm.
But
It's like a King's Speech or whatever. It's like nothing happens in that movie. It's just all talking, but damn, it's a good movie.
yeah. Unless that's the movie that it's intended to be, and it's like, okay, I know
Yes.
that nothing happens in this. Let's watch it. But yeah, that was really good.
Mhm.
That was really good. Who would have thought something about a guy and his speech impediment could be so enthralling
Mm-hmm.
and win awards
Right.
and make you teary eyed after? Yeah, that was a good one.
They started playing Breath of the Wild again. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Oh, good.
Nice.
From the start, starting
Started
over.
up new. Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a daunting task.
Mhm.
It's yeah. I
'Cause you
put it
played that
off.
for a bit.
I did. I think at least probably 60 hours for sure, at least.
Yeah.
And I got to 3/4 of the way, and then I just stopped for some reason. And then all of a sudden, this past week, I've been watching some guy play through it. He's playing through the beginning parts, and I was just getting the itch. I'm like, maybe get into it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
start that over. I'm like, this game is so fun.
It's a beautiful game too.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so good.
Mhm.
Yeah. I actually just started playing Witcher 3 as well because after we watched
Ooh.
the animated movie
Yeah.
The Witcher,
Nightmare on the
Harley
Wolf.
was like,
Yeah.
"Hey,
Yeah.
when are you gonna download Witcher 3 so I can watch you play it?" I'm like, I played it through like 3 or 4 times." She's like, "Oh, okay, well then just tell me about it." I'm like, I can't even tell you about it because so much shit
Yeah.
happens in it.
You
Like,
can't. No.
I'll just re-download it. We're playing it too, and like getting used to the controls again and how to craft and stuff. It took me still like another a whole night just to figure it out still because it's so confusing.
Yeah.
Even though I've played it like 3 or 4 times already, to go back to it, it's like, holy man, you gotta remember all this stuff, and the
That's why.
controls are so
Yeah.
janky too,
I
but
have
it's
to finish.
still
I still have to finish it.
incredible.
I'm like, oh, I want to play it again. But I'm thinking like, yeah, to get back into the controls and the system again. It's like, oh, it's gonna be so much work. Yeah, maybe not right
Mhm,
now.
mhm, and the leveling up process is very, very,
Hmm.
very slow, and you come across, like, higher level guys than you too, like, you just stumble upon them. It's like, "What the fuck, level 35 bear? Why
Yeah.
am I here?" And you just, one hits you, and it's like,
Yeah.
Jesus, but
Remember
yeah.
one part I was low level 10, low enough level where I'm just like, oh, I want to discover more of the map. So let's go for a horse ride. As far as I can go, right? All of a sudden, like a level 20 a lot of those big like bug things in the game. I forget what they're called, like caterpillars and big mutant bug things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
the
remember.
big alpha male, whatever it was, came out of nowhere. Freaked. I never seen them get freaked the fuck out of me. Like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Booking the other way. I'm like, I was not ready for any of this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
the big shit scares you when you're low level.
Mm-hmm.
Used to fight a werewolf at best. Yeah.
Yeah. Werewolf and Noonwraith are the first creatures you take
The first
contracts for.
big one. Yeah.
Yeah, the very
That was
first
like,
one, and the very one is the Noonwraith, and you
mm-hmm,
just choose easy, whatever, as long
mm-hmm,
as you use the right spell and
mm-hmm. I will spoil
oil
that
on your
the
blade.
werewolf quest was probably the cooler, like first level quest, early level quest. Like, oh, this guy has his run off with his wife's sister and this that, so he thinks it's an affair. It turns out no, the sister knows about his transformations and
And
she's gonna help.
lured his wife out there to
Yeah.
make her see, but she ended up getting killed by him,
Yeah, it's like, what the
and
fuck?
he hires you to find her, even though he's a
Yeah.
werewolf and he wants the
Yeah.
Witcher to find, and he's just like, "What the fuck just happened?" It's like, man, every single quest was so masterfully crafted
Yeah.
that it wasn't just another fetch those basic Skyrim fetch 'em quests. Each quest was so perfectly tuned. Like even the one where you helped this old lady get her fucking frying pan from these guys that came into her hut. Like that was one of the better quests too. It was just like, what the? It was so fucked up. It's like, you want me to get your frying pan? Okay. It's like, and then like even Geralt, like you can have like 3 or 4 different things you can say that opens up a whole new dialogue chain,
Yeah.
and everything that you say does make a difference and matters too. Oh, it's so good.
The one I remember playing last was you go with this guy to open up this crypt. And the guy thinks it's full of treasure. Opens the crypt up, it turns out it's that vampire. You wake up this vampire lying down. I was like, is it like year 1408? No, not yet. Then fuck off. He's like, oh, okay. Cover it back up, I guess.
Yeah. Some of them are just like, oh, I have to fight this ancient vampire, and he's like, yeah, go away. Is it
fuck
what year
off.
is it? And he's like, ah, yeah, get the fuck out of my cave. And you're just like, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet, man. And then you come across that village, and there's fucking pigs everywhere, and it's like, what's with all these pigs?
And
and it was like somebody put a curse on the whole town,
village,
and it was just so fucked up. It's like, what? Oh, it's so good. Have you played it all, Scott? Like the whole game?
I haven't beaten it, no.
I
always get like too overwhelmed with like a million side quests, and I'm like,
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. You literally have to like go to a notice board and do those quests first. And like if you stumble across anybody, just don't even go near them. Like if you see the exclamation mark, don't even go near them. Just do your quests, and then on your way back once you're done, go to the next town and do the same thing. Otherwise, you will get, like the first time I played it, I must have missed 100 quests, like good ones too. Like there's one that you have to do with Yennefer, with the Jinn, whatever, the genie.
Oh yeah, to undo their wish.
I totally forgot to do that quest, and the whole ending was just fucked because I totally forgot. And she's like, "Thanks for coming with me. It really shows you how much you love me." I'm like, "Oh, what? I can't go back." And it's like, nope, too late. It's like, oh fuck, now I gotta play the game over again. God damn it, you feel like terrible. Actually, the first time I played it through, I slept with all the characters that you can sleep with, and that made the ending even more sad because Geralt winds up alone by himself after. Because oh god, it's so good, man. It's so good.
Yeah, trying to make a harem doesn't work out too well. It's like nope.
Yeah,
They all,
yeah.
I was finding weird, like this game where you're playing, like not like your own character, but like you're playing specific guy, Geralt, who's like super adept at sword fighting, master witcher, all this other things, and it's like, oh yeah, he got one hit by a bear. It's like, no, this guy should be able to kill a freaking bear. Like,
oh yeah, one swift
or like
little
band of bandits. Like, no, this dude should just shred these guys. Like, I don't like that's where like the weird like leveling system kind of like fucks it all up.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes sense like if you're in Skyrim, you're your own dude, like just a prisoner. So it's like, yeah, maybe he isn't good at sword fighting, but it's like, no, if you're supposed to be a master swordsman and like all those other things, like you could probably beat some dude in like a little fucking rag. Like you should be able to beat him.
You're well over a century old and been fighting monsters since you can remember, right?
You should be able to beat 5 wolves. Like,
yeah, or a couple of drunk
yeah
guys in a pub or bandits at a camp. Yeah, exactly, right. But you can like annihilate a level 2 werewolf, no problem. Like what? Yeah. Yeah, that's a little weird, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It works.
That's just weird.
I like
it. Game design. A lot of games.
Yeah. Game balance. Yeah.
That's very true.
Like Link in Breath of the Wild, where he just gets his ass handed to him because he's got 3 hearts at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I'm the legendary hero. What the fuck?
Right.
But I guess
See, I thought
they kind of explain it with he's waking up after 100 years. So.
True, yeah. But in that game, I see lots of like highlights, even like mid to late level. Still has 3 hearts in that game. Like, is there a way to get that higher? I know people if you wear armor or if you do certain things, but
yeah, you complete these like shrines. There's like 100 shrines across the whole map, and after every 4 shrines, you can go to like an altar and trade in 4 orbs, and you can either get a heart container or upgrade your stamina.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, and that game does something cool because like the Master Sword, you could like right off the hop go to the Master Sword and find where it is.
But you just can't pull it out of the store.
You can't pull it out. You need like
I saw it
13
takes hearts
to get it.
Oh wow.
So
it's like right there, like, hey, but you're not good enough to take it though.
Which I like that concept of, because it shows like, oh yeah, well, you know where the sword's at, but you have to be high enough level to progress with that. So it makes you work for that, which I thought was a good little game twist with that, because as always was an item unlocked just by playing the game. Like, it's not you have to do the first 3 missions, like the first 3 towers, the first 3 bosses, then you get the sword, and do the next 7, stuff like that, right? So. So at least with this, is like, oh yeah, we found it. We're just gonna play the game another mission just to get it stronger, just to be able to wield it, right? So yeah, I like that.
That game's so cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to play it myself, but it means I need a Switch though. Ugh.
Yeah,
get all the consoles. I still need a PS5.
Did they ever announce any more for that sequel for Breath of the Wild yet? Or
they had a trailer this summer come out. And there's the parts where he's like falling from the sky and stuff like that. So they're thinking maybe it might like incorporate some like Skyward Sword, like floating island stuff. And then he also has like a weird like robot arm looking thing kind of from the trailer. They're like, what the hell's going on here?
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That game's so cool. Just like lets you, like the way it lets you just experiment and stuff. It's just like sneaking up on a little like goblin camp, and they're all like dancing around. It's like, oh, they got exploding barrel. I'll just like throw a piece of flint on the ground, like hit it with my sword and set a little fire, dip my arrow in it, and just shoot at the barrel. Boom, kill them all in one hit. It's like, damn.
Well, it's like the puzzle solving. When I watched you play it, that would be the thing that I'd be like, ugh. Because that's one thing I didn't like about the Resident Evil games. Like, I liked the scariness and shooting zombies and stuff, whatever. But it's like, oh, find this key, Kate. Now you have to like solve this puzzle. There's a picture of a lady, and it all means something. And I'm like, because I played the first remake again, and I'm like, I got stuck on this one. What part was it? I'm pretty sure it was in that gallery with like the 3 or 6 different paintings, and like it had to be a certain light on them. And I didn't go to the main portrait at the end of the hall to look and see what each thing was. And I'm like, why the fuck isn't this working? Every time you screw up, like these zombie crows come at you. And I'm like running out of ammo. I'm like, fuck, I can't figure this fucking thing out. And I'm like, did I miss a book somewhere? Like, Jesus Christ. But it's like, I'm just dumb. I'm so dumb with that stuff. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it if I was stuck in that mansion by myself. There's no way. But yeah, puzzle solving, man. Finding stuff. Terrible. That'd be like those escape rooms,
right?
My mom thinks that our family should go in an escape room, and I'm like, you know what? We'd have to film it because it would be the most embarrassing thing that you would ever record, because we'd just be yelling at each other. Mom would be trying to figure out, because Mom is very good at puzzle solving. But then, you know, my brothers and I, we all have very different, where we're on every different spectrum with everything.
Should be you 4 brothers, you 4 guys in one room to solve it. I'm like, hide the equipment because someone's gonna get stabbed. It's gonna get bad.
Right? And then like, my dad's birthday was on the weekend, so we went over to his place there, and even with just Kirk missing, like that one little piece of the family missing. So everybody's just kind of like, hey, how's it going? All good. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Jason tries to stir stuff up, but he's whatever. It's that one person missing because if Kirk's there, he'll amplify it or he'll work it around and kind of distribute it amongst everybody else, or he'll try to get him revved up to bounce it back at him or whatever. Or Zach's missing, like he gets revved up too. So whatever, like we just kind of feed off each other. So if there's one missing, it's usually relatively functional. But if we're all there, it's just chaos, man. It's just a disaster. And plus, there's like 13 kids running around too on top of that. And I'm just sitting there like my migraine's just like, I can't do this. But yeah, I just fall right into it and feed into it. And yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. Oh, speaking of which, my brother finally had his 4th kid now. So that's 4, and 1. So
2, is it going to be 2, or then she'll be pregnant again, or no?
We'll talk about it after the podcast. But yeah, so lots of kids in the family. Lots of kids.
Dang.
Yeah.
My family did one of those like escape rooms a few years ago. And like same thing, like going into it, it's like, man, this might be a disaster. Like, who knows? And we like came actually like this close to beating it. They're just an addition error at the end. We have to do math.
Was that in the city? You did that?
Cold Lake.
Cold Lake. Right. You mentioned that.
I don't know if it's still there, but they had it there for a while. They had like 2 or 3 different rooms or something.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of cool.
I don't know. I would just have anxiety. You're being timed. You got to solve these riddles in a certain amount of time. It's like if you had all the time in the world to solve them, then okay, maybe. But
I mean, but it's not like it's like Saw. Like you're not gonna die if you fail. Like
no, I don't know.
I'm
being
curious.
timed.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's like, oh well, whatever. Like I would at least try it and see. I wouldn't mind for us to do one. That'd be kind of cool in the film. But yeah.
Yeah.
It does make you smart. I know this is for something. And then it fits together, and you're like, yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew this different colored book was important.
It was important for a reason. Yeah.
This thing's standing out and must be relevant to something. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, maybe one day we'll give it a shot.
Yeah. There's a few in Edmonton. Wouldn't mind trying. Yeah.
If this COVID thing smartens up, which it never will, but I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, that's another topic. Yeah.
I had to unfollow like 3 more people already because of it. Oh my god, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't look at it anymore. People are going crazy.
Yep.
Going crazy.
Yep. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, I guess, because you guys were looking forward to Edmonton Expo and that got canceled.
We were.
Been very forward to it and looking forward to the weekend with the guys, and nope.
Yeah. So that's what happened with our instead of the $50 tickets or whatever they were, they went to our codexes for Warhammer instead. I was like, all right, it's canceled. Let's go to Sunshine.
Yep. I heard a couple stuff online.
Get some more stupid shit. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, too bad.
It is.
It's just the way the world is now, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. Want to do this cool thing? Oh, it's almost there. Just kidding. No, you can't. You can't.
I mean, I guess they probably could have still done it, but like, just like the way they would have to organize so much in so little time for.
I don't. Yeah. Well, now with the fire codes too, I don't know if they could because they couldn't only have it to certain capacity.
Maybe, I guess.
That's why. Yeah. Like all things that are open still and low to a certain capacity, right? So I doubt they would have the expo center. Even at 30% capacity, still like a couple thousand, but
just stick Michael Rooker in one. All be just Michael Rooker in there.
Put him behind the case so we can
in one little warehouse room or something, a little office room, one at a time. It's like quiet, silent in there. Sanitize your hands, put a mask on.
100 feet away from him,
and a glass like you're in a prison visiting room.
Yeah, they use the phones to talk to him over the thing.
Yeah.
A huge fan, Mike. I love your stuff. Love you in Guardians.
Yep.
Got a little trolley thing to send an autograph there.
Yeah.
That point
gloves.
Probably just be a stamp.
Paper.
Just be a stamp.
Yeah. What a world
we
live in, hey?
And all I got was this bad T-shirt. Well.
Jesus.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Hmm.
No.
I'm drawing a blank, man.
We're at time. We could call her there.
We could.
Let's do that.
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Maybe I'll go to bed. I should go to bed. On average, how many hours of sleep do you guys get a night? On average.
6 to
Just
7.
out of curiosity. 6 to 7? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably 7 to 7.5.
Yeah, on a good day, I'll get close to 7. Average usually around 6.5. Yeah.
So if you guys, like, say on the weekend get more than 7 hours of sleep, do you feel better when you wake up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Like I had nothing planned yesterday morning, so I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna sleep into whenever. Still woke up at like 8:30, but I went to bed at like 11, so woke up once or twice in the middle of the night, but still like woke up
Yeah.
refreshed. It's just that, yeah. It's the day. It's the knowing that I had nothing to do that morning is what makes me have sleep better the night before.
It's gotta be.
That's
Gotta
exactly
be like
it.
that.
It's like, yeah, worrying
'Cause,
about the
like
next day, I can't sleep. Having a hard time sleep. Then it's where I'm like, oh yeah, nothing's planned tomorrow. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed and I'm going to sleep. Phenomenal. So yeah.
Yeah, like if it's a work day the next day, then I'll
Like tonight.
sleep.
Yeah.
I'll get my 7 hours and I'll wake up and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
But like on a Friday night, I'll go to bed. Well, we went to bed at 1 in the morning and I got up, I think, at 8. So it's about the same amount of sleep that I normally get, but I still felt like, oh,
way better.
I'm good
Yeah.
because you get up and, put the cartoons on, start making breakfast for everybody, sit on the couch in your underwear. It's like, I feel refreshed.
That's
But
what it
instead
is.
of doing that, most days you just get up and you're going to work and it's just like, feels like I got like an hour of sleep.
Yep.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's what
We need
it
to start
is,
making
man.
money doing this, man. Gotta start making money. So wake up and think about the podcast. And,
Yeah.
what are we gonna talk about today?
Real quick, I want to talk a little shit about this fucking video I watched on Facebook
Okay.
yesterday.
Okay.
So I was just like
Okay.
scrolling through, like, like video, or they have that new,
Reels?
like, video tab now, pretty
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
which is basically like Reels.
Yeah.
And so there's like one thing of this past live stream from this like chef dude. He's like, "Oh, I'm making this crazy breakfast dish." So well, the first thing is it's like it's an Asian like chef guy, and then it's like some dude who's like narrating it. Like the guy's like whoever's holding the phone also has the microphone, which doesn't make any sense. It's just like because like the chef talks, and then like the guy who's running the live stream like has to kind of repeat what he says, and he like leaves out like 60% of what the chef says like half the time. And this guy is so fucking annoying. He's like, if you want to see this egg breakfast, drop a like button. And he just says drop a like button like once like every 30 seconds like through this whole video. And the whole video is like 25 minutes long. So I didn't watch the whole thing. I like kept skimming through because I'm like, I want to see what this stupid ass breakfast they're making, because when they're putting like food coloring in it. And he's like, all right, here's what you got. You put an egg yolk in a frying pan, and then you put a glass over top of the egg yolk. And that's gonna keep it safe. If you like the egg yolk being safe, drop a like button.
Oh,
he's like, now here comes the egg whites or whatever, and then we're gonna chef. What do we? He gets like the little fucking beater out or whatever, the automatic one.
Yeah.
He starts beating the egg whites. He's like, oh yeah, this dish is gonna be so good. You're gonna want to make it with for your friends, your family, your little ones, your neighbors. He keeps saying that like over and over too. He's like, so yeah, drop a like button on that. And he keeps going over, and he's like, okay, now we're gonna put some color in this. If you want blue, hit the like button. If you want red, hit the love button. And he keeps going over and over. So the whole point of this fucking thing, they cook this fucking egg thing for 25 minutes, and he's beating it over and over, and he makes like egg white pancakes, which is just like, dude, that's just like a fucking omelet, man.
It's an omelet, is what it is. That's all it is. I can do that.
It was all like burnt on the bottom. At one point, he puts like this pot lid on top of it. It's like, look, it's making suction or whatever. If you want us to flip this over, hit the like button.
No, what?
And the egg yolk, he just leaves it in the middle and takes the glass off. So it's like, cool, you have like a little bit of egg yolk in the tiny middle of this big ass fucking pancake thing, and he cuts it like into like 8. So it's like only like a tiny little egg yolk is at the very tip. And it's just like, what is this? I just go in the comments and everybody's just like, this is the most retarded thing I've ever seen.
Hey, man, bad publicity is publicity.
3.5 million views.
Exactly. He got the views.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly it.
You know what? Maybe that's what we have to do. We just have to do a real shit podcast and just get more attention.
Keep spamming the call to action stuff. Hit the like. Don't forget
if you like Scott's stories, hit the like button.
Yeah.
Hit the like.
Yeah.
If you love to hit the love button.
Yeah.
You want to share this with your family.
Yeah.
Hit the share and the like button.
You're going to make this for your neighbors. This stupid egg white pancake.
Yeah.
It's blue. Stupid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anywho.
Yeah.
That is going to do it, I think, for today's podcast.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe. If you're listening on a podcast service, give us a positive rating, subscribe to the feed, and head over to our Facebook page. Like the page, and drop us a question for Ask Us Anything. And you know what? I find we're kind of struggling to come up with topics as of late. Some days. So if you have an idea for a topic that you want us to discuss, drop that too. You know.
What do you want us to talk about?
Submit that. Yeah. And we might do it. You never know.
Yeah.
And exactly. Have a great Monday. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday. Adios.
See ya.
See ya.